The first collaboration was for the poster for Swell, which was called Bitchin' at the time. And we called the look of that poster apocalyptic pop.
Fireproof. Fireproof. Fireproof is what I figured. Yeah. And that's all phenomena, right?
Rarely seen things. Things you hear a lot about, but you never actually see them. Elba.
Yeah. Well, of course I would like these. That one. That's hilarious.
Are you there, Mr. Evans?
I think this is like 74, 75. Something like that.
475. So you did all the artwork on this?
Yeah, this is when I actually painted.
Uh-huh.
I mean, been different periods. Like in some periods, I didn't actually paint at all. Like I did like sort of line drawing type stuff.
So you were the exclusive artist for Cadillac wheels, right?
Right, right. So I went through like a series. Like I did this one first, which I thought reminded me of the way the wheels worked. It's like banging down the hill. This is like the sort of classic orange crate label California look. He's like, dude, get with it. Get a wheel.
And these are like Dogtown guys,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
Tony Alva or what? I don't know who the
that
blonde
guy's
guy is.
Greg, what's his name? He was really hot at the time, though. He was the guy that really started that low style, getting down low and all that.
Didn't they get that style from Larry Bartholomew? I think she lost her suit. That's what happened. Ah, there's one of yours. Okay, look at that.
So that's when I actually painted on a door when I was living on the North Shore, because there was a shipping strike and I couldn't get any illustration board or any canvas.
Someone told us it was for sale and we thought, why not?
Well, I think Hal Jepson had it for years, and then when he died...
That is so great. It's so much better in person, too. Look at that.
Yeah, it's amazing it's lasted all these years. That thing was made in like late 71.
It's in great shape. Oh, there's a Bud Brown movie.
This was actually a thing.
Do the silk screens. Oh, that's great. Is that just for you?
No, that was actually for Lollapalooza. That was like a big advertising piece. They had like a show.
But
like
you really got Taz in there. I mean, you got the name of your company right in the middle of it. That's so cool.
Well, this was actually a poster I did for Ethel Meatplow, so I stuck that in there, and I did that for the Beastie Boys. Did this one for, God, I can't think of it, some kind of beer goggles video or something like that.
Well, wait a minute, where does that character come from, though?
From Mad Magazine.
Mad Magazine,
yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, because Mad Magazine was a pretty anarchist publication at the time, don't you think? I mean, if you were a little kid and you were reading, Starchy and Jughead about Archie and Jughead as like two heroin addicts, I mean, that was like really deconstructing Archie and Jughead to a large degree.
Jim Evans on the phone with us right now. I want to thank you for joining us tonight to say I'm really sorry with what you're going through, sir.
When I came out of the fine art stuff, where I did the the personality pieces like you see with Jane Fonda and that sort of thing. But I had a silkscreen studio going, and I was sort of tired of just being Jim Evans because I had these big art shows, and it would just, I don't know, I was kind of bored. So I started Taz, which was like a group collaborative effort where I drew like on all these pieces here. What I did was I drew the art. Generally, whatever the picture was, I set it up. And then I had a designer, Gabran, my son, do the layout for it. He had like, he did all the type and everything. Like a group Taz.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Now, what's the name of the philosopher that came up with Taz?
The father of the TAZ. I just noticed it. Maybe I gave a clever name or something that has now escaped from my grasp, and it's just, it appears in the world now as a phrase. I mean, at any period in history, somehow magical community happens. I don't know how else to call it.
And I worked with this guy, Rollo, who was a master printer. I let him put all the colors in. So none of these colors are any colors I would have chosen myself.
And he would send them to this guy in Tijuana who was supposed to then do the colors. And this guy had such a different conception of color than what Jim or people in California or even you and I would have, maybe not me, but that he would send back these things and it would be like this lime green face and silver shorts and whatever. So that's a pre-fire story.
We want to get him on the phone. We can understand they're having some cell phone problems there.
Oh, can you hear me?
Asking people, not to use the phones.
Hello?
Yes, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have food.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a Pearl Jam one that's so good. Look at that. That's great. Color on that's great. This is funny.
Yeah, that was a piece for Lollapalooza. That was actually blown up to like humongous size as a backdrop.
For the stage?
Yeah.
George Clinton. All right.
That was a good show, though. Look at that show.
Smashing Pumpkins. Green Day is at the bottom. Look at Nick Cave. That was a hell of a show. Shudder to Think. I love Shudder. I used to use Shudder to Think in Gallery Beat.
You did?
Yeah.